So just do this and I promise you, you will push your freestyle dance to a whole new level. All right? So you want to know what I'm talking about? Stay tuned. People will tell you if you want to progress as a freestyle dancer, one of the best thing to do is to go out of your comfort zone. And this is actually a good advice, and I truly believe that you always need to push the boundaries and try to go out of your comfort zone in order to progress as a freestyle dancer. But one of the things that most people don't talk about is that before you actually try to see how you can go out of your comfort zone, what if you could actually expand your comfort zone to the fullest? So you might be thinking, what do you mean by that, Nikhil? So I'm going to tell you now. All right, so let's see the difference between going out of your comfort zone and expanding your comfort zone. So what I mean by going out of your comfort zone is you're gonna be doing something in your dance that is completely new for you. For example, let's say you are very good at arms movement, all right? So you spend many time, working on your arms and you feel very comfortable working on them. That's great. Now the thing is, you are really uncomfortable when you go on the floor. So floor work for you is completely new and you really don't feel comfortable doing this. So that's what I mean by going out of your comfort zone, because you can be a very good freestyle dancer and you are really good with your arms and stuff like that, but the moment you go on the floor, it's a whole new territory for you. All right, so when you decide to go there, if you decide to start working on your floor work because you feel kind of weak on the floor, then you are going out of your comfort zone in order to get better, with your movement. Now let's see what I mean when I say expanding your comfort zone before you actually going out of your comfort zone. What I mean by that is, okay, if you know that one of your strengths is your arms and you're really good at doing so many things with your arms and you are very creative with your arms, chances are it's something that you've been working on for quite some time and you feel comfortable with it now. Probably you are not even asking yourself, how can I expand my creativity even more in this area? Because at the end of the day, the great thing about dancing is that there is no limit to it. There is really no limit to what you can actually achieve with your body and your creativity, right? So therefore, even though you feel more comfortable with your arms, it doesn't mean that you max your limits. It doesn't mean that you actually can expand your creativity much more. But the thing is, most of the time when we feel comfortable with something, we start looking for something else instead of actually using this in our advantage and understand that, okay, all right, I'm really good at this now. Now, what can I do to actually push this to the next level? And by asking this question, you realize that, okay, I didn't really reach my limit. I can push further. I can push much further. You see what I mean? So once again, going out of your comfort zone is what people talk about the most. Yeah, and once again, there's nothing wrong with it, and actually there is a place to do that. And I will explain when you will feel naturally for you to go out of your comfort zone. But before you actually thinking going out of your comfort zone, did you spend time to really expand your comfort zone? Did you really spend time to really master your things that you're really good at? You see what I mean? And by doing this, you start actually using a different approach, because whatever you have already and you are already good at it, you decide to become a master at it. So you commit to mastery in each technique that you are already good at. So now that you understand the difference between going out of your comfort zone and expanding your comfort zone, now the question is, how can you actually expand your comfort zone? There are three things that we're gonna cover. We're gonna cover technical aspect of dancing, the music, and also movement, right? So what do I mean by that? In each aspect, you can actually spend time to identify the things that you are really good at already. For example, let's talk about the technical aspect of of your style. If you're a hip-hop freestyle dancer, for example, and you know that, okay, you are really good at isolation, you are really good at your foundations, or you've got very good footwork. You see what I mean? So these are some technical aspects of your style, right? So these are the things that, okay, you know that, all right, this is my strength and I'm actually good at it. Good. Now you're gonna ask your question, the previous question, which is, how can I expand my comfort zone in this area? How can I expand my footwork to make it even much better to what I have already now? All right. So you see, I'm not starting to think about, okay, what can I get outside of my comfort zone? No, I'm focusing on what can I expand from what I already have. And I guarantee you, when you start asking yourself this question, then the answer you're gonna get is gonna be much more focused on what you are already good at, and so that you will also start finding answers that can help you expanding your comfort zone, that can help you master your craft. You see what I mean? So do not automatically think that, okay, I need to get new information, I need to get new things to add in my dance in order to change, in order to get better. Yeah, focus on what you already have. You start analyzing them, say, okay, all right, I'm good at this and I'm good at that, I'm good at this and I'm good at that. But all right, okay, I'm good at it, but am I actually great at it? Do I actually master this to its full potential? Maybe not. Chances are you haven't done that. Then, all right. Now the next question is, how can I actually push much further in this particular technique? Yeah, how can I master this? Because at the end of the day, dancing is a marathon. It's not a sprint. You really need to take your time and discover, create, explore. And when you feel like, okay, I've been exploring enough, then you need to explore even much more. You see what I mean? So that's the very first thing that you can analyze. Yeah, the technical aspect of your style. The second one that you want to focus on is the music. How is your musicality? How do you actually explore the music when you are dancing? This is an area that you can spend much more time and start analyzing yourself and identify how do you actually explore and play with the music. Are you already satisfied, with the way that you are playing with the music? If yes, that's great, but there are still room for improvement. Like every one of us, once again, if you are comfortable with it, that's great. You see, I'm not even talking about the things that you don't do well. I'm not even talking about the things that you feel like is kind of your weakness. No, I'm only talking about your strength. So if you feel good, the way that you play with the music and you already have very good musicality, that's perfect. So that you're gonna ask yourself this question: how can I explore more in this area and expand my comfort zone in this area? Maybe I can challenge myself by listening different type of music. Maybe I can challenge myself by trying to dance more on the beat rather than in the beat, because when I dance in the beat, I know the music so well. I pretty much know how to, hit the beat and stuff like that, and I'm good at this. But what if I could actually not hitting the beat that much, but just play with the music, just choose the part of the music that I want to hit, and then most of the time I'm dancing on the beat rather than in the beat. You see what I mean? So these are the things that could possibly help you identify your way of playing with the music and see how you can push it to the next level, right? So once again, you are not going to look for outside information to become better at what you already have. No, you are actually looking inside what you already have and see, okay, these are the things that are good, but I'm gonna find ways to expand it, to expand my comfort zone before I actually think about, going out of my comfort zone, So that's the second one. And the third one is movement. Movement is another area that you can actually check and see what is your natural way of moving and understand why you are actually moving this way. This is very powerful, guys. Every single person have their own way of moving. Yeah, every single dancer, over time, you actually develop different patterns when you are dancing, things that you do on a regular basis unconsciously. So it's time to bring awareness about this and actually check and see, okay, here's how I do it, here's why I do it this way. Okay, I understand the reason why I move this way is part of this and this and that, because I've been working on this kind of technique and stuff like that. You see what I mean? So the more you understand your natural way of moving, then you will understand as well how can you actually improve in this area. And remember, I say your natural way of moving. So this is something that is already part of you and you do it on a regular basis without really thinking about it. And now, by maybe, when you are dancing, maybe you can take some time to film yourself, record yourself, and spend some time watching yourself and see exactly what you do and how you do it. And I guarantee you, just by doing this exercise alone to understand your natural way of moving, then you will find some new ways to actually improve what you are already doing well. You see what I mean? So guys, before once again thinking about going out of your comfort zone, ask yourself, did you explore enough what you already have? But most dancers, sometimes what they already have, they tend to neglect it because it comes naturally to them. So therefore it's kind of a something that was easy access. So they want the new information, they want the other things that they think, okay, this is what gonna kind of push me to the next level. But often the answer, you already have it. The answer, you already have it. You just need to explore it much more and see how much you can push it. And I guarantee you, when you do that alone, you will actually develop a much stronger identity as a freestyle dancer, right? The great thing about this approach is that once you start focusing on expanding your comfort zone, you will realize at some point that you're gonna start going out of your comfort zone naturally. What I mean by that is, at some point your body gonna ask you for more. If you are working on a regular basis, you are dancing on a regular basis, you are training on a regular basis, then automatically your body is gonna ask for more. The way it's gonna ask for more is that you will kind of go naturally toward the next step, because you are not going to force anything. You are actually focusing on what you already have and spending time to become a master at it. And the more you get better at it, and naturally you are going toward the next step, the next challenge, and you are going out of your comfort zone, but it's gonna be much more natural rather than trying to force something that you are probably not ready for. So that's why going out of your comfort zone is a good thing, but at the same time it has to be done in the right timing, because if it's not done in the right timing, you can easily get overwhelmed, you can easily get confused. You see what I mean? Going out of your comfort zone is part of the process, but do not rush it. Spend time to expand your comfort zone, the things that you are already doing well. Spend time to expand them, and once you feel much better at it, your body will naturally lead you to the next challenge. All right, and as you already know, I do what I preach. If you see this new format, the way I do this tutorial is completely different to what I usually do. At the beginning, it was even hard for me, to speak in front of the camera, and I was not really comfortable with that. So the easiest way for me was just, put the camera and start talking, and that's it, right? Now, I feel like, okay, I feel the need to kind of explore more. And I was thinking, okay, what kind of format that I could try? I was trying different things, and then I come up with this idea, and this is something that I think that I'm gonna keep on exploring more, and it requires more work, but it's okay for me because I'm having a lot of fun doing this, and it kind of stimulate my creativity much more, rather than just talking in front of the camera, and then the editing part is very boring when I do it this way. So you see, like I said, this approach is something that you can use in pretty much everything that you do. Focus on what you already have until that you feel really good at it, and naturally you will transition to the next step. All right, so that's it for today, guys. I hope you find value from this video. If yes, as usual, make sure to subscribe to the channel so you can stay updated with all the videos coming. All right, and also if you'd like much more in-depth training as a freestyle dancer, simply click on the link in the description below, and I'll see you on the other side. All right, take care, guys. Peace. Bye bye.